Yeah. It's finally Saturday again. It's finally Saturday again, man. Welcome to another edition of Truth Spills. This edition number 15. It's always brought to you by CL Management, DV Tracksuits. Big shout out to the mighty LDBC. We're gonna wait and go ahead and let the crowd filter in a little bit. Wait on Act, man, the judge, Galvatron to come on in. And then we can get started and shit. What's going on, front line? You already know. Pe fucking R. Pa que lo sepan. You already know what it is, man. You know, we got some interesting fights today as well, man. But I'm gonna wait and see for my co-host to come on in. Hopefully everybody finds themselves well on this Saturday evening and stuff like that. It's about all I get a chance to do anyway, man. I did have I don't know if y'all got a chance to see it, man. Shawar, how you doing? I don't know if y'all got a chance to see it, but you know, I had I'm enjoying, and I might do a little bit more of it. It's rebuttal videos, but with somebody like Quiet Media, because they're very responsible, they're very professional about it. And it's something that I can honestly say I could do with him, and there won't be no beef or no yelling or no calling each other out our names or anything like that. So I'm probably gonna start getting a little bit into that with him and let him do the same thing, vice versa, man. You know, the topic at hand. How you doing, man? Man, look, man, hold on. My co-host,
What's going down?
Acavelli.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can hear me. I'm good.
Oh man, we hear you perfectly clear, man. Talk to us, man. How you been doing, bro?
Oh man, I'm all right, man. I'm maintaining. Salute to everybody in the chat, everybody that's going to come through. But yeah, man. What's good, Kano, man? What we cooking on today, man?
Well, man, I want to start out with something, man, that I kind of did. I don't know if you caught it, man. Uh Quiet Hype Media, good channel, man. Good peoples and stuff. He made a video, right? Of why he's not sold on Abdullah Mason, right? So I took the time. Oh, wait a minute. Look who's in here, man. It's the ice cream man. Man, shout out to the chat. Hold on. Frontline, Shawar, K Rod, Joe Townsend, man. Y'all already know what it is, man. But he made a video saying why he's not sold on Abdullah Mason. And, you know, he's got a real good character. So I knew that I was going to be able to do, look at the other one that came in. Hold on. Pittsburgh, big dog in the building. Man, I'm loving these buttons, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'm loving making life easier, man. Saving my, voice and shit like that. But
Yes, sir.
he's got one of those attitudes as a good attitude, and I knew it was gonna be an adult conversation type of thing. So what we did was I did a rebuttal video letting him know why I am sold on Abdullah Mason. Coincidentally, yesterday made another rebuttal video to that. I haven't had a chance to go off on that topic or anything like that, man. But we could start right there, man, because I want to get a fresh opinion other than mine and his. Are you sold on Abdullah Mason? If yes, tell me why. If not, tell me why.
um, Abdullah Mason straight. He's good. I noticed I didn't hear all of this. What's the word I'm trying to use? I'm not going to even say criticism, lack of faith. Let's say lack of faith when it comes to Abdullah Mason after he got knocked down. Me personally, to me, that doesn't stop the train. I think Abdullah Mason, he's an all around good boxer. And even when he did get knocked down twice, he came back and he stopped that particular individual that he was fighting. So we have to keep that in mind. A lot of people always talk about old act or old whatever, whoever they talk about. Oh, I never seen this person ever never go through any type of adversity and things like that. Well, this is one of those situations where we got to see that. So, me personally, I don't really get it. Why we're not sold on Abdullah Mason? Yeah, now if you want to say I'm not sold on him now, I'm cool with that because
Mhm.
honestly, this is what it is when you in these other promotional companies over here. You're not gonna really get to see where the person is at until a title eliminator or a world title fight.
Mhm.
So that's the point that I be trying to make about the top rank cards. Is
Mhm.
9 times out of 10, they're good cards because we just want to see one side of it, like a Abdullah Mason, Tiger Johnson, whoever. It's good for that. But most of them are in the grooming stage. So 9 times out of 10, the fight is one-sided. So as I was saying before, it's one of those situations where we're not going to be able to see what he's really working with until it's a title shot or a title eliminated somewhere along those lines. So to me, as far as the eye test goes right now, I'm very well sold on Abdullah Mason. You know what I mean? He could box, he
Mhm.
could counter, he has decent foot movement, he got a good build. He's long, he's rangy, he got some good jab, he got some good check hook. He checks off just a lot of boxes for me so far. So I'm sold right now. You know what I mean? We could go and give another example, Kano, on somebody that Top Rank was big on and they didn't pass the test. We could go to Nico Ali Walsh.
Whoa, I was never sold on him.
No, I'm not saying I mean, I don't think a lot of people was too, but I'm just saying that's the difference.
Mhm.
Everybody ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, yeah. See, the thing about it is, man, we ask these fighters to check off a lot of boxes, right? And my point, like one of my emphasis on that video, right, was that him being knocked down was a checkbox checked for me because we have questions about, and I used it as an example. Y'all know Shakur Stevens is my favorite fighter, right? Correct? But has he checked off that box yet? No. And he's a multi-division champion, right? We ask and see, what is this fighter going to do if this happens? What is this fighter going to do if that happens? Abdullah has been able to check them boxes off early in his career. As Pittsburgh Big Dog said, he's a good prospect. He's a prospect and he's already checked these boxes off, man. And my other part of my rebuttal was that it wasn't a lack of defense. He had his hands up. Those were awkward punches that went around the guard act that would have hit anybody because he was holding the phone when those happened. Do you recall the fight well enough to remember that? He
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. I
Yeah,
remember
so
I was watching it live,
yeah. So
and
am I right? Am I
one was an
bugging or am I
awkward
right?
shot, and like you said, one he wasn't holding the phone. Like I said, it happens like that. He's fast. He's swift. Certain things you get away with early in your career, other things you not gonna be able to get away with. He probably felt that he was probably confident enough in his speed. It's kind of like one of your Florida people, Roy Jones. He
Mhm.
was very quick and agile. So a lot of things that he got away with when he was young and in his prime, he didn't
We,
necessarily get away
we
with
claim
when he
him.
got exactly.
We claim him.
But yeah, he was the first person that came into mind. But you know, so yeah, go ahead. My fault. Continue your point. That was just
No, what I
cool.
was gonna say, what I was gonna say is that the other thing that I said on top of that was that it is a great thing that that happened in his young career because it taught him, which he did learn from it. I noticed it in his fights after that, right? Tay Brown, I see you in the building. TD Sports Talk, I see you in the building, man. It taught him to be more patient and not to get crazy in the first couple of rounds. So that's another box that he checked off, man. Had it not happened early in his career, maybe he wouldn't be able to react to it when he's competing for a title, dare I say. So for it to check boxes off this early in his career is the reason why I rebutted and said I am sold on him. Now, I don't know if he's going to run the gauntlet or not, Ack. I'm not telling anybody that he's going to wipe out 135. I don't know that. But I am sold on him because I know that he can compete with anybody at 135. That much I do know. The result, I don't know. Competition is definitely there, bro. And anybody who does not see that he can compete with any of them, the Keishans of the world, the Shakurs of the world, the Tanks of the world, y'all tripping if y'all don't see that he can compete with him because he can compete with him. He definitely can compete with him. You know what I'm saying? Is it still early in his career? Probably so. Probably so. But don't act like he can't compete. That's why I'm sold on him, man. And speaking of you talking about the top ranked cards, do you think this top ranked card is one-sided tonight? Because I don't see it that way.
I'm very interested. I'm very interested in Cuevas. Yo, because I watched a couple highlights, and that's part of the pick'ems. I picked Brian Norman. It's too late. I can't take my pick'ems back, but I'm very interested in that fight because I know you know him, and you kind of opened my eyes. Did you pick him, Connor?
I did not.
Okay, okay.
I did not. But I'm kind of second guessing myself on it. Because
Mm.
when I seen the way and I was like, fuck, man.
Yeah, he wasn't as
Fuck.
small as I thought he was gonna be.
Well, I
And he looked it in good shape physically.
yeah.
He looked shout out to Primo. He looked it like he was in good shape. He didn't really seem that worried to me, man. His
He's not.
English isn't on point like that, so he couldn't really
He's not.
trash talk back. Yeah, he couldn't really trash talk back. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he got in the ring. And Brian Norman's hand
Mhm.
injury, the abrasion on his hand that he had surgery on. That's why he was out for a while. That could end up playing a factor in the fight. I thought about that after I made the pick, but I already had picked. Because that can happen in the fight. You can end up on some Shakur and end up hitting somebody hard to the body or something, and then that hand start messing up.
Listen, the thing about it, he'll never say this, right? He'll never say this, but I can say it, right? I can say it because I'm not the fighter, nor did he tell me to say it, nor will he probably want me to say it, but that only loss that he's got on his record is a fight that he took and didn't even train for. It was just like, fuck it, I'll go over there and nah. You know what I'm saying? That's his fault. That's his fault, Act. But it's a misleading part of his resume. Is what I'm trying to say. You
He
know?
actually got a good knockout ratio too. So he
Yes.
could that's why he was telling him, he said he could hit too. He was telling Brian Norman, like, yo, I could crack too. They knockout ratio was almost the same. They records almost the same, despite the loss. And it's not like he lost badly or anything. I heard even with him not training that fight he lost, our fella told me it was kind of close for a dude that didn't train. That's crazy.
Bro, it's just he regrets doing that fight that way. You know what I'm saying? But it's a blessing in disguise to me. That's what I say. It's a blessing in disguise because it might
If an
get
upset happened in
somebody else.
that fight, I'm
I'm
gonna
not gonna
be
be
mad
surprised.
at you
I'm not gonna
because
be
you
surprised. Not gonna be surprised, but I'll be wrong as well because I picked Norman by decision. I don't believe Norman's knocking him out, bro. I don't know where people are saying he's gonna. I
You
don't
know
see it
why? Because
like
that Giovanni
that.
Centillion fight
Oh, man, bro.
really that really like rattled everybody's cage. It was the way Brian Norman did it. He took as well as he was getting, and it was
Yeah,
one of those situations. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I'm expecting this Brian Norman fight and Cuevas. I'm expecting that to be the fight of the night.
I couldn't agree with that, man. And do you know the only thing that worries me about it is knowing the way Cuevas is, he going for it, bro. He's gonna be in that. He's gonna be in his chest, bro. He gonna be on that either you kill me or I'm gonna kill you type of time. I'm almost getting that vibe from him. I'm almost getting that vibe from him. Like, bitch, we ain't doing no running. Come on, we gonna go. We gonna go. And well, I ain't gonna lie to you. They both could pop, so that's
Yeah, they both got good knockout rates. That's
yeah,
why
boy.
I was looking at it from that aspect. I'm expecting this to be. And look, Brian Norman ain't perfect. Brian Norman been down a few times in his career by lesser opposition than Cuevas.
Well, he don't want to get hit clean by Cuevas because
Yeah, 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 yeah. I know.
he ain't getting up from that one. This is a different league right there. You know what I'm saying? You could get hit by people that, you know what I'm saying? This is not one of those you want to get hit with. Not flush anyway. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to get hit by Norman Flush either. You get what I'm saying? So it goes both ways. I'm not trying to be one-sided here. Boca Chica dropped Norman, so we'll see. Yeah, Boca Chica don't hit as hard as Cuevas to me. And Boca Chica could pop. Boca Chica could pop, man. Boca Chica knocked down Tio in sparring. That motherfucker, Nicholas Floss, this guy that's fighting for a title now. Let me see, where's he at? Nicholas Floss is fighting Maestri, right? He's fighting Maestri on what is this? In Philadelphia, April 5th on Pro Box TV, dog. And this guy's been running over everybody. This guy that they're talking about, Janelson Boca Chica, knocked Floss out in the first round, bro. Power.
Mm.
He don't hit harder than Cuevas. No, sir. No, sir.
Look at
So
look at Shower. Look what Shower said. Read your comments.
let
I-
me see what she say. Where's she at?
She said, "Name more than Boca Chica."
Name more than Boca Chica for who?
Brian Norman getting knocked down. You know she a Brian Norman fan.
Name more than Boca Chica. Well, I shouldn't have to because if somebody like Boca Chica did it, it lets me know that Cuevas is well capable of doing it. And
Mm.
let's not get it twisted. You see my picks. Y'all are on the same DMs. I picked Norman by decision. But all I'm saying is it can happen, Act.
That's true.
It can happen, man. You know, and
I'm not. How am I hating, Shower?
I don't
She
know,
said, "Yeah, Ack is a hater." I picked him too. How am I hating? I picked him too.
man.
Shower, you know what? You just be wanting to argue with me. I thought we was getting along fine today. I come over here on Kano's show. You start acting brand new. All
I
right, I see
mean,
how it is. I see how it is. Go ahead, Kano.
I just don't want it to get taken out of context. You saw my pick, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, it don't matter. You, me, and you both in the same stratosphere. Regardless, even if
Oh,
we,
pick Norman. But we're doing a show, right? And we got to give you the good, the bad, the ugly. We got to give you both sides of what could possibly happen in this fight, do we not? Or do
yes,
you just want to hear one side? Norman is just, yeah, Norman. Nah, bro, I gotta give it to you both, man. I gotta give both of it to you, man. I gotta give it both to you because if Brian Norman Jr. goes to sleep tonight, don't say that you ain't know better. That's all I'm saying. Because he could go to sleep. My older brother E. Ortiz, what's good? Jimmy Bernard, what's good with you, man?
uh Shower. You know I was just exaggerating. You know I was just rattling your cage. I know that he only been down once. You know what I mean? I was doing that to ruffle feathers. You know what I mean?
I know
I
he.
was
Hey,
just
I
talking
know he.
trash.
Hey,
I wasn't
hey.
serious about that. I
You want to
did
get
see
riled up
him
some
get
more?
knocked down before. That
You
was
get riled-
really the point that I was making. Not that that means anything.
Nah,
Brian Normans could still go over here. You didn't see how I just talked about how you ain't pointing out the good stuff that I said about Brian Norman. You see, Kano, how they do that? When I
Mhm.
throw a little jab real quick, they'll talk about that, but they don't talk about when I just said what he did to Santillion or like BFTB call him reptilian. You know what
Hey,
I mean? When he gave as well as he was taking, and then he knocked him out, and how I was very impressed. They won't highlight that part though. They won't
I
highlight
mean,
that part.
I wasn't even really trying to talk bad on him, but I ain't even want to bring up the fact that he ducked boots in this. I ain't even want to bring that up, but
Oh
you
man,
know,
see now come at Kano. Don't come at me. Kano said it. I didn't.
that I ain't trying to bring that up, man. I mean, I'm just gonna ignore that fact. You know what I'm saying?
And
That he
I
ducked boots
and
in
I do
this. That's
listen to your video, Shawa. I probably didn't catch that one, but
all.
I do, and I always comment and tell you how good of a job you did. You did. She said, I'm done talking about it. I broke down these fights and I was real about the fight. I protect these dudes.
Man,
I don't protect these dudes. I don't protect these.
it'd be
You
so
don't.
crazy.
You don't.
It'd be so crazy to have this live and not even talk about what the hell Bud Crawford said about Earl Spence not being a Hall of Famer, bro. I gotta get your thoughts on this shit, bro. What is he thinking, bro?
She said he didn't duck boots. Cut it out. Let's
Hey,
move
hold on.
on.
Before you say that, if that's the case, then Shakur didn't duck Devin, right? Because this is a similar situation where he was getting paid way more than he's ever made. But y'all, including myself, said that Shakur messed up and he ducked Devin. And that's my favorite fighter. Well, guess what? When you don't accept your biggest payday, I consider that a duck. Cause you ain't never made that money in your life. I said it about Shakur, who coincidentally is my favorite fighter. I gotta keep it fair across the board. That's a duck to me. But go ahead, Act.
Um, Getting off of Cuevas and B Norman. Yeah, we talked about this. I'll reiterate my points.
Which is why I
Look.
put your shit on mute. That's why I put your shit on mute. So I don't hear it. I can hear it fresh now.
uh, I feel as though why even put that talking point out there to the public? Why even say Earl Spence doesn't deserve to be a Hall of Famer? I know a lot of people they go off of, oh, he only moved up one weight class. He only been at one weight class. And it's like I said yesterday, there's been plenty of boxers that's been at only one weight class. Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Yeah, I'm not trying to compare the two. I'm just comparing as far as he never moved up. Terry Norris stayed at 154. To me, you know what I mean? Probably one of the first 154 pounders I could think of. Career 154 pounder, unified, just like Earl did. Hall of Famer. So I feel as though why Earl Spence can't go to the Hall of Fame. Now, if we going based off of accolades, okay, Earl only got the unified welterweight championship. But like I said, I just named you two fighters that were stayed their whole careers at one division. And I just didn't like the optics of it.
Mhm.
I didn't like the fact that you're telling that to a media platform that knows boxing. Shout out to Kamar Usman and Triple C, but they don't know it in depth like somebody like me, you, or Shawa, and other brothers in the chat, Frontline, uh, uh, K, I just feel like if he did feel that way, Kano, he should have said it off the record
Mm,
because these are the talking points that old media like to use. Now, look, Earl Spence ain't innocent in this neither. I remember Earl Spence having similar talking points before him and Crawford fought
mm.
when they used to ask him about when they used to ask Earl about Crawford and stuff like that, and kind of like reject him and things like that. So I feel like boxers as a whole, we just got to be more on code because you would never see Muhammad Ali say Joe Frazier, even when they was rivaling and competing against each other, doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. You would never hear Smoking Joe say that George Foreman doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. I'm talking about back when these dudes was still young and still competing. If you would have asked them that, I bet you wouldn't hear them say that about each other. So the only thing I found wrong with it is that's your best win. Why basically downgrade your best win? That's what it kind of did to me. I know me and my brother KG argued about this on the phone. I feel like it's kind of downgrading your win because I don't care what shape, form, or fashion you cut it. That is Terrence Crawford best win on his resume right now. Unless he gets that Canelo scalp, Earl Spence is his best win so far in his whole career. And that's what catapulted his career even more. And if we could argue, Kano, and I'm gonna end it on this, that if Earl Spence would have never took that fight, he would still be undefeated right now. Because he either beat your Florida brother, Keith Thurman, and took that fight. Because that's what the PBC really wanted. They didn't want the Earl Spence and Crawford fight. I was hearing they wanted him to fight Keith Thurman.
Yeah, well,
So
I'm gonna say this. Okay.
I just feel like personally, it should have been said off the record. I'm not mad if that's how you really feel, but I think certain things shouldn't be said in front of a microphone and a camera. It's like if your homeboy is wrong for bullying the dude and you don't tell him about it right then and there because you don't want your crew to look like there's a lot of dysfunction going on there. But later, the car ride home, you like, yo, act. You know you was wrong for that though. You ain't have to pick on them. You ain't have to. But I didn't say it because we in front of a whole crowd. But like I'm just getting at certain things don't need to be said on the camera and the microphone. That's all. You just giving old media more fuel. But go ahead. I don't know.
First of all, I agree with Shawar. F Keith. You know what I'm saying? He don't belong in the conversation. He's just right alongside the same lines as T.O. We don't claim him around here. Okay? We don't claim that Pinellas County area he's from, that don't count. That's really, that don't count for us. You know what I'm saying? Don't count. We leave him over there somewhere else. That's one, man. Two, you're right. That is the biggest win he's got on his resume. There's nobody on Terrence Crawford's resume right now that you could sit there and say could beat Earl Spence. Look at it that way. Everybody that Bud Crawford has on his resume, none of them can beat Earl Spence Jr. That's just a fact, man. You can't even put them in the same category, man. You know what I mean? And also, if and I like Terrence Crawford. I believe he's a Hall of Famer, to be honest with you, right? But why would you want to discredit your best win on your resume? You haven't fought Canelo yet, right? So up until now, he is your best win. And why are we acting like Earl Spence can't go into the Hall of Fame? He's got a couple of Hall of Famers, in my opinion, in his back pocket. I guarantee you Danny Garcia goes to the Hall of Fame. I guarantee you that Mikey Garcia probably gets inside the Hall of Fame. He beat Ugas after Ugas had beat Manny Pacquiao, right? Who's a Hall of Famer, right? Lamont Peterson at the time that Earl Spence beat him wasn't no slouch. Earl Spence has a loaded resume. Went overseas, went to the UK, took the belt, the IBF belt from Kell Brook. And you couldn't call him a weight bully like y'all was saying because he took the IBF belt. The IBF belt, the one you can't hydrate more than 10 pounds for. So if he's, that nullifies the weight bully bullshit. And he defended that IBF several times, right? Before he unified. So let's not act like that. Now, later on in his career at 147, I do believe that Earl Spence stayed at 154 too long. I mean, at 147 too long. I believe he should have moved up. He didn't look good, and that's not an excuse. You got to blame the boxer for that, okay? You got to blame the boxer for that, all right? Because if a boxer stays too long at a weight class, you ain't got nobody to blame but yourself. It's not an excuse. But you weren't 100% against Bud because of that. You did that to yourself. You rolled the dice. You wanted to please the fans. You wanted to give the fans what they wanted to see. And all for what? To get treated the way you're getting treated now? I would have bypassed that, went to 154, and I would have told him to meet me at 154, man. You know what I'm saying? And I see KG. Bud can say what he want. Bud can say what he want. No, he can't. He can say what he want, but it ain't meaning nothing. It's holding no weight to it. If you're going to discredit your best win, then what does that make you? What does that make you? Well, if Spence ain't a Hall of Famer, then I guess your ass ain't either, player, because that's your best win on your resume. Huh? That's what we doing now? We gonna discredit the people that you go in there and fight with? That's what we do? You got to average what? Five boxers a year die from boxing. You may not know their names. You may not hear about it all the time, but at least 5 to 8 die every year. That's an average. So when you get in the ring with somebody like that and you start discrediting them, I think that's a bad look on you, bud. That's what I got to say about it. It's a bad look because you're going in there doing the same thing everybody else is doing, putting your life on the line. How dare you say the shit you said? But go ahead, Ak.
Yeah, again, man, I just, like I said, I just didn't agree with it as far as saying it on camera in front of a microphone. I didn't agree. With that. Like I said, I just feel like it looks bad. And then you giving these old media talking points, you giving them fuel because they not gonna say it, but deep within they like stuff like that.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what
what
I
they
mean?
want to hear.
People not staying on code. That's exactly what they want to hear. They want to hear that Earl Spence doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, and Terrence Crawford is back in that narrative. And the kind of the messed up part about it was this. And I like Bud. I'm one of those people. I'm not one of those people that don't like Bud.
I like Bud
The
too.
whole
I like
Earl
Bud.
situation. I think he's talented. He could fight. Um,
I'm picking him to beat Canelo. I like Bud.
yeah. One thing is, and so was Earl. That's the point that I'm getting at. Maybe like a week ago on the Fight Hub interview, Earl Spence literally said, "I'm rooting for Terrence Crawford. I'm backing Terrence Crawford in that fight to win."
Yeah.
So this is that's what made it worse, in my opinion. It don't got to be in nobody else's opinion. In
It's
my
mine
opinion,
too.
that's what
Mine
made
too.
what he just said even worse. I hope that Terrence Crawford, because I haven't seen Terrence Crawford respond. they've been chewing him up on Twitter. They've been chewing him up on Twitter.
He deserved that though. He asked for that. A condo. But anyway, go ahead. He deserved that.
Yeah, so you know, um, I would love to know how Earl feels about it. You know what I mean, about what was said. Um, I know they're not the closest, they're not friends or like, people are saying salute Kondo Ramadan Mubari champ. Um, I feel as though y'all have enough respect for each other to be on the phone and he gave you a payday. So, and he kind of
He didn't have
changed.
to.
He
He didn't have to do
changed
that.
Terrence Crawford trajectory, just like kind of how Lamont Rose's trajectory has changed. He got maybe like 200,000 more subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Terrence Crawford went from not having as many followers as Earl Spence had to having more followers after the fight than Earl Spence did.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's just one of those things where you got to show appreciation, man. I remember Ron Lyles, peace be upon him, was talking about Muhammad Ali in the fight that they had, right? And he said, regardless of what happened, even though I didn't win, he said, I appreciate Muhammad Ali for giving me the shot. I ended up making my best paycheck in boxing that day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, KG, I feel a lot. I'm on my Usyk joint. I am very feel. I am
Mm-hmm.
very feel. What Usyk say, Kano? He don't say I feel. He said I'm very feel.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
but yeah, man. You know, it's just that's just my point of view of it. That's just how I view it. That's all.
I don't understand why we gotta shit on each other like that, man. We got enough fucking bullshit with the pilgrims and the worlds, man, that we gotta be doing that to each other, bro. Come on,
Exactly.
man. That's the part that nobody want. Why we overlooking that part, man? Like, man, Spence be like supporting them and all that shit. Like Shawa said, hey, man, supporting them, picking them, and wishing them the best. That's what you're supposed to do, man. That's what you're supposed to do. And for you not to do that, man, you just I don't know, man. Nebraska must got some weird motherfuckers over there or something. I don't know what the fuck what they do in Nebraska, man. Like, what the fuck is that about, man? And I don't know, man. I just third gang, I see you, bro. I wouldn't, you know what, man? You know what? I don't think Earl's gonna say nothing negative. That's the thing right there. And this is why I like him a lot, man. I don't think he's gonna say nothing negative from that. I think he's gonna just play it to the left, bro. He gonna play it to the left because he understands. He understands. He understands that shit, you know. Oh shit. God damn. Mm, that's some good shit, Acondo. That's some good shit, man. Steph Brown, what's going on? What's going on, Steph Brown, man? I just don't like that, man. If you never mind, man, because y'all gonna let that shit go over your head anyway, and y'all gonna it's always gonna be everybody going against each other, man. It's stupid to me, man. It's just stupid to me. It's a cycle that I just never see it breaking, bro. I just never see it breaking it, man. And that is exactly what them pilgrims want too. Divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Divide and conquer, man. What do you think of this Tevin Farmer, man, fight tonight, man?
I'm scared, man. Our everybody for the most part outside of Ricky, forgot Ricky something. I forgot his name. Uh, we got one fight wrong. He was the only person that picked right. Um, I'm scared that this fight is going to be one of those. You went with Tevin Farmer in this fight, or you went with Zapata?
Let me look at my picks, man. Hold on. I think I went with Cepeda though. Cepeda by split decision.
I think I might have had that too. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, but I said my picks on the Beltway yesterday, but I had one with Zapata. I just think that is a lot of stuff to overcome. But Tevin Farmer, physically, he was another person that looked in great shape. He looked in really good shape.
Mm,
Zapata did too. I just got a question as far as this fight. Is there drug testing?
it's in Mexico.
Because
So
I
no.
know Tevin Farmer made a really big deal about
Mhm.
that the last fight. So I want to know, like, what measures did he take to try to ensure that? And kind of, I'm gonna be right back. Somebody at my door.
All
Pardon
right.
me.
Yep. Steph Brown, I agree with you, man. Cepeda's not that good at all. Shame they screwed over a savvy vet like Tevin Farmer. But the reason I picked Cepeda by split decision is because this fight is in Mexico. It's in Mexico. We don't know if they're gonna drug test, and we damn sure know that the refs, the judges are gonna be on Cepeda's side. He's gonna get the nod. If the fight is close in any type of way, or even if it's not as close as they're gonna give the nod to Cepeda, man. It's just the way it is, man, and it's a shame. But I am gonna give a big shout out to Tevin Farmer, man, because he's got the balls to go on down there to Cancun, Mexico, and go run that shit back, man. A lot of people wouldn't do that, man. Only other person I could think that went to Mexico like that and they were the champion or went to get a belt was Oshaki Foster. You know what I'm saying? When he went to damn over there. But that's what worries me about it, Ak. I know you had somebody at the door, but that's what I'm worried about. That the fight is in Mexico, and that's why I picked Zapata by split decision, because I don't believe the judges are going to be fair towards Farmer. Even if it looks to us like he won the fight, I don't think he's getting the decision down there. If it's close, and I think Zapata can make it close enough to get the judges, even though, you know what I'm saying?
D man, I don't normally agree with D man, but D man got me cracking up. He said he may not be good, but he keeps beating Farmer ass. I'm gonna keep it real. I thought Farmer did good in the beginning of that fight. It seemed like after he knocked Zapata down, like, I don't know, he just started downgressing and he started doing the same thing. And I feel like Tevin Farmer's way too skilled of a boxer to me to be, what I mean, not have another gear. You was a world champion. Zapata ain't touched no world championship yet.
That part too. When Oshaki was over there, if he didn't knock that dude out, he wasn't winning that title.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think so either.
Look at the one fight with Thomas Matisse versus Rocky Hernandez. That crap was a robbery. Two on top of Foster. Speaking of robberies, man, I didn't get a chance to talk
What?
about the disgustingness
Oh,
that they
Terrell
did to
Boucher?
Boucher.
Yeah.
Bro, I, I've seen robberies in my life that were blatant, but man, this was, bro, Boucher gave that dude a one-sided ass whooping, bro.
Elijah Garcia, yeah, man. That was
Like,
nasty work. That was nasty work. And
I'm
Bob
sitting there,
Santos
bro.
really, I know that's what he's supposed to do. He the trainer, but come on, Bob Santos. You know your guy didn't win.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you, Shawa. I feel you. Yeah, man, that Goucher fight, man. I didn't never make a video about it, and I should have, man. I did speak to Charles Conwell about it because that's one of Charles Conwell's homeboys and shit, man. And he was pretty disgusted about it himself. You know what I'm saying? And dude, man, we how do they keep getting away with this shit, bro? Belt to ass, all the whole fight, bro. Even got a knockdown on him. Like, what
Yeah,
are we
in the
doing, bro?
beginning, was it the first round that happened?
First round.
Yeah, broke his
Oh,
nose,
come
had
on,
his nose
man.
leaking the whole fight after
Yeah.
that. Looked like a regular street fight. busted his
Dude, I
nose.
don't know. What are we gonna do with this shit, bro? What do we do? What is the solution to this? Because we've been watching robberies for I can't remember how many years now, going back to childhood and probably before I was born.
Yeah, probably was
What is
worse
the
when you was
solution
born
to
because
this, man?
the mob was still around.
The mob is still in it right now. Don't
Yeah,
let it
yeah,
fool
yeah. It's just not. I feel like the mob was. It's a
the
different
white
version
collar
of the
now.
mob. It's
Yeah,
a
it's a white
different
collar.
version of the mob now. To see
The
when
collars
you
are
was
different.
coming up, that was the real. That was the real mob when they actually control stuff. Like
Yeah,
now, it's
they're
a
a little bit
different
more
version of
preppy
the
now.
mob.
Yeah, yeah, they're more white collar, more preppy now. They're
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they're
It's not
harder to
like yeah. It's
they're
not like
harder to
that.
see.
There you go. There you go.
But man, Goucher was beating that man's ass. He beat him every round to me, bro. He beat him every round to me, man. I was like, bro, Goucher just came in here and fucked this dude up. Yes, we needed this to happen. And lo and behold, when I heard that decision, I could not believe it. I could not believe that shit. I'm like, there's no way that this just happened. You know, Goucher was
I was a bit shocked too, Kano. I was a bit shocked too. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna
Garcia
lie.
was coming off a loss versus Kyron Davis. PBC had to save Garcia resume. Can't have back-to-back losses because that would have been the end for him. Well, that's his fault. He should have been prepared better. He should have been able to put a better account on himself, right? And the judges saved him. That's some bullshit, bro. Bullshit, bro, man. Remember they tested Morrell 15 times. Benavidez never got tested, huh? For real, I don't know.
Nah, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's not.
I didn't keep up with that part of it, so I don't know. I'm not going to speak on what I don't know. If you know about it, go ahead and speak. But I don't.
Nah, that's not true. He was the reason why they wanted to fight. He wanted him to get tested because everybody complained about Morale never being tested in a lot of big fights. He's part. Let me tell you something, Jose Diaz. Let me tell you something, Primo. Whenever you're in the WBC rankings and you're part of the top 15, you're automatically involuntary drug test. It doesn't around you. It don't matter. You have to roll You cannot compete for that title, any interim belts or anything. Once you hit the top 15, once you hit the top 15, you have to enroll in the clean boxing program. That's why a lot of people like to take the WBC. Bro, I never heard that. You can send it to me, but where's that video from?
It's kind
You
of
can
weird
send it to me.
when Benavidez was the one pushing for drug tests. That makes no sense. But
Yeah,
okay,
that doesn't make any sense. The only thing he ever
veterans sued
popped,
him.
only thing Benavidez ever popped dirty for was cocaine, was perico.
Mm.
That was the only thing he ever popped for, and being overweight or the scale.
This right here to me is a cop out to me. I'm gonna read it anyway. Boxer sparring. You gotta go for the kill. If you leave it up to the judges, it's going to happen every time. Point blank. Period. Garcia 21. Other dude is 37. I get what you're saying, and I get the gist of it, but it's bullshit. Judging should be judged round by round. Did he win this round? Boom, check him. He win this round? Check him. We're not looking at age. We're not looking at none of that shit. Look at the fight. That's what it should be. A clean sport, clean judging. That's the way they're gonna do it. That's a cop out. Yes, you got to go for the knockout nowadays. I get it, but that should not be excuse for that. You're not gonna knock everybody out. Some people are not knockout artists to begin with. So what? They're gonna lose every fight because they're older. They can win every round, but because they can't knock somebody out, oh yeah, he lost because he didn't knock him out. We I get it, but no, man, we can't excuse that shit like that. That just makes no sense to me, man. Not at all, man. That's how you know the fix was in. I'm not gonna say the curse word, but I'm gonna be clean today. We got Ack over here, and they keep telling me that we got to keep a PG-13 for him. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't even bring the bitches around him. Damn, you know.
I
That's
ain't look, I ain't say that part.
okay.
I
Garcia
didn't
got
say
the
that
same
part.
treatment.
I ain't say that part. Maybe the cursing part, but I
Okay,
ain't say
okay.
that other part.
I
Um,
was in the camp. They will come up out of his sleep 2 times. Benavides has a lot of energy. I'm just saying. Okay. I listen, man. I'm good. I'm not. I don't know nothing about that, so I'm gonna leave that alone. If I don't, if I'm not educated on it, I won't speak on it. I'm not. I'm not saying you're not. Whatever you say, I guess. I don't know. Cepeda never got tested. That's why Oscar is giving Farmer a rematch because it was in the contract for drug testing, but it never happened. Oscar doesn't want to go to court. Where did I stop putting these? Uh, uh Let me read these comments, man. Also, since they mentioned 13 rounds, he said once they went from 12 to 15 rounds, he said there will be a hell of draws. You gotta have a complete set aside round to win. And you know what they do in the Dominican Republic? Sometimes, sometimes if it's a tie, they go in there and fight an extra round, bro.
yeah, they got that. Yeah, they do that in OTX. You ever watch OTX boxing?
Yeah, yep. No excuses. The fight should be judged fairly for both sides. I get what he's saying, though. I'm not getting on you or nothing like that. I'm just saying that you just can't, man. That it shouldn't be like that, man. If Morrell didn't knock him out, he would have never won the fight. Okay. Also, going for the KO doesn't give you the win either. I saw a boxing video a friend sent me where from Africa where a boxer KO'd a guy and he was given a loss put against him. It was wild. Yeah, I seen that too, actually. Believe it or not. Yeah, I believe it or not. Believe it or not. This is what I'm saying, bro. If that's the case, boxers never beat knockout artists who ain't exactly. That's all I'm saying. Look at Step Brown. Please bring the bitches around, Kano Local TV. Please bring the bitches around. Ack is telling me that on the side too. Yo, man, he texted me like, hey, bring the bitches, man. They ain't never say that. Since Ack is PG-13, he can't interview Alicia. Oh, the gloves are off, bro. The gloves are off, man. Really? That's pretty rare. They draw, then fight again. Don't take your glove off. No, that's what they do in the Dominican Republic. They don't take the gloves off because in case of a draw, they do fight that extra round. I actually like that. I actually like that. Shit. What is Tevin Farmer going to be against it tonight? Ain't no way Farmer gets the dub in Cancun trying to box a Payda. Probably not. That's why I did what I did. You know what I'm saying? That's why I picked who I picked. I'm getting on him. Bullshit comment. Okay. All right. I'll let y'all do that, man. I'll let y'all get all off into that, man. But Michaela Mayer, man, the fight tonight. What you got, man? I got Michaela Mayer by UD.
I think I picked split decision on that one.
What did I pick?
Think I picked split decision because
I got
you know
UD.
what's crazy, Kano. Um, I didn't know Coach K was working with Sandy Ryan now.
Mm.
I didn't know Coach Karoma. Uh, I
Mm.
know you old school, Kano. I know you remember that Oliver McCall versus
Yes.
Lennox Lewis, and then when similar situation, and then Lennox ended up getting Manny Stewart in his corner, and then had Oliver McCall breaking down in the ring crying. So anything is possible.
Oh, Thomas from the Bronx picked Ryan.
Thomas from the Bronx picked Sandy Ryan.
That's it. He should put it in the chat. I
TD,
picked
are you in the contest? TD,
Mhm.
you ain't in the contest. You ain't in the fight pool with us. I would have liked to see you
I don't know. Is
in the
he? I don't know.
contest.
I didn't look at the DMs that deep. You know what I'm saying? He
I
might
don't think
be.
Thomas is in the contest. It would have been nice to have Thomas in there.
Mm. Well, listen, man,
Said
we ain't gonna
no.
stay on too long today. Oh yeah, he is.
Oh, you are in the. Oh, so you picked. Oh, wow. He said, "I'm in the
Mm.
contest, bro."
Hey,
Wow.
he going.
Yo, if
Let's
he
go.
end up being right, bro, Yo, if yo,
Ooh-wee.
yeah, man.
Ooh-wee. Hey,
They banned me from
that's gonna
Instagram
put him in a good spot. That's gonna put him in a good spot, because hey
because
man, what?
I have to give him credit if he was able to foresee that.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna still be the same type of fight as last time, but Coach K being in the corner and him knowing,
I'm in it to win it.
Michaela Mayer, it could end up being a different fight. But Sandy Ryan is strong. You heard what Clarissa Shields said. She said, "Yo, she's strong." She said, "And I'm a big girl." She was like, she be cracking her with stuff and sparring.
That one don't matter, KG. We all lost that one. That's a wash. The first
Nah,
fight.
except for Ricky something. Ricky something is the
Oh,
only
Ricky.
one that got that right. So he's up. I forgot his name. Ricky. He got numbers in his name, but he's the only person that
Oh.
picked right. So he's up right now. But let's see if he gets the rest of them right.
Hmm. Steph Brown said, "I got Ryan too, plus that drama last fight out. But Ryan has to focus, really focus, get the drama out, and try to hurt Meyer, man." I got one last thing that I want to say, man, before we get on out of here. Yes, we're coming up on an hour. I'm not doing this 2 hour shit. Y'all fuck out of here with all that shit, bro. We ain't not today. Not today, you ain't. The devil is a liar.
You
Shit.
stupid.
April 19th. In San Diego, California, it's the return of Charles Bad News Conwell. So be on the lookout for that, man. The other thing, by the way, Kevin Newman fights tonight, but yes, he's fighting Jorge Garcia Perez, who used to be a former champion at once upon a time. It's a good little name to get under his belt. Get him one step closer to a title shot. Charles Conwell's coming back, baby. What you got to think? What you got to say about that, bro?
I'm happy. I'm looking forward. And I just seen real quick, Jose Diaz. I see what you say. You saying Robisi? He's training again. Okay, that's good. That's good. I thought he got elbowed by Rafael Espinoza, but that's a whole nother can of worms. But
Oh
right
no,
now
no,
it's
no. I
about
agree.
Charles
I agree
Conwell.
with that. I agree with you. I thought that was dirty, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I thought that was dirty, bro.
I thought he did my primo dirty, so but it is what it is. Um,
But hey, Kevin Newman fights tonight, though. Before you get on
oh,
the
he do?
thing, yes, I'm about to give you all the info. Matter of fact, if you go to Shawala Yah, if you go to her page, she put the information on her
All right, I'm
community
about.
tab. She put the information on the community tab, but it is on B3G TV. It's an app that you can get on Roku TV, or if you got Roku, it'll be on there. It starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Boxing Sparring said he's in San Diego, so he's dead. I ain't wrench you up yet. Let me wrench you up, man. I don't mind Boxer Sparring, man. I don't mind him at all, man. It makes for good communications and shit like that. Look, I'm not your average channel, man. I'm not gonna get in my feelings over different thoughts or different opinions or anything like that, man. And the reason that I like wrenching people up is so I know that is genuinely and authentically dumb. That's why you'll always see everybody blue in my chat. If I've known you for a while and if I've seen you in my chat for a while, I'm going to give you that blue wrench. So I know that it's always you. That's the reason I give the wrenches out. So I know that it is truly my people in here. Because got so many people impersonating people. 78 is one that gets impersonated a lot. He's got a wrench. He ain't got to worry. If he ain't blue, then it ain't him. You know what I'm saying? That makes it easier, man. B3G. Let me write it in here, man. Okay. B3G TV. It's an app. Okay. If you got Roku TV or whatever, I don't know how that shit works. I know I got a Roku TV. So on my Roku TV, I went in the search engine and typed in B3G TV, and it pulled up the B3G TV app. I downloaded it on my TV, and so I'm just waiting on 8 o'clock tonight to watch that, man. Man, listen, man, Kevin Newman. This is where I tell you, it's more than boxing between me and Kevin Newman. That is my friend. That is my brother. That is my blood. That is my dude. You know what I'm saying? That is my guy. You know what I'm saying? And no matter what, I have faith in him that he's going to become a champion. I do have that faith in him. But whatever ever happens in his boxing career is never going to trump the strong relationship we got as brothers. You know? So Kevin Newman holds a special place in my heart. And I know that it can bring some controversy because, you know, he'll wants to fight Berlanga. He believes he can beat Berlanga and all that. I believe he can as well, but you don't know until they get in the ring, right? You know, I know that he's got the capabilities to beat somebody like a Caleb Plant if he just gets a chance, you know, but he needs to get a chance in order to prove that, right? And he just kind of like gets ignored a lot. And I think it's a shame, man, when you got somebody as talented as him to keep getting ignored that way, kind of like a Charles Conwell as well, that be getting ignored, man. And it bothers me to see that happen. You know what I'm saying? You know, you remember, and I like Khalil Cole. I know I've met Khalil Cole in person before, right? You know, and he lost to that Gallego dude, right? Got stopped by him. Stopped by him. Well, Kevin Newman, before that, schooled him in Mexico. He just didn't get the decision. You know what I'm saying? He got robbed of that fight, man. Just to give you an idea of what kind of talent we're talking about. So when y'all say, who's Kevin Newman? No, don't say that. He got it. He definitely got it. I remember when I was interviewing him, it kind of hurt me that he said it because I like Khalil Cole, but he's like, yeah, big stepper. Got stopped by that dude. I schooled him in Mexico. You know, I was like, oh shit, you know, but hey, you know, he's allowed to say what he got to say, right? But he wasn't lying. But it's like I can't get in the middle of that because I'm like, Khalil Cole did that to me. You know what I'm saying? He received me with open arms when I seen him go fight and all that. So, you know, I just gotta let the boxers, you know, do their boxing beef between each other, man, and kind of stay out the way on that, man. Because I like both brothers and shit. But he wasn't lying though. He wasn't lying, man. I've been running my mouth, Ak. What you got, man?
Oh no, 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 no. I don't got nothing on. Wish him the best of luck. I'm gonna try to see what's going on with this B B3G TV and check out the bro Kevin Newman. You know, real cool. I'm pretty sure he'll get past his homework assignment.
I like to
Also, I know you brought up our brother Charles Conwell. Looking forward to seeing him come back too. So
when. Which fights are you talking about? I you need to elaborate a little bit. Like, really?
I think he's referring to
The only fight that was talked about that never got done
was the boots.
was Boots Ennis, and Boots was at 147. Was he? What was going to happen? Was he moving up to 154,
Or
or
was
was
he
he
gonna bring
returning?
Charles Conwell down?
You know? And then when he didn't offer him no good money, I had him on the show and he
Yeah,
explained
he
all
talked
this
about that. Yeah, Conwell definitely brought that up. He talked about
throughout the
throughout
last
the
2
last
years.
2
He ain't
years.
trying to
Nah,
offer
he ain't been getting no opportunities, bro. Yeah, Steph Brown, you ain't been here when we've been interviewing him, bro.
Man, I've had
See,
him on
now
the
you
show
gotta
a
bring
million
Steph Brown
times.
on the panel when we bring Charles Conwell back so that he can ask Charles Conwell about it. And he'll tell you.
More so his inactivity. I'm gonna tell you what. Whenever I bring Charles Conwell back on, I'm gonna bring you on the panel, Steph Brown. I did this to 503
He
line because he
sure
was
did.
talking.
He sure
I
did.
brought Conwell and I put him on the hot seat with Conwell and speak your mind. You know
And
what
you
I'm
know what
saying?
he said? And you know what he said, Steph Brown? Because I know you from Texas. He said, "Nah, I want one of them Texas boys." That's what he said
Mm,
to 503.
mm,
He said, "Nah, I want somebody from
mm.
Texas."
Now I want somebody from Texas, boy. That's what he said. That's what he said, man. He a phone call away, Steph Brown. Don't play with me, man. Don't play with me. Don't act like I can't just pick the phone up and call the motherfucker, you know? I just ain't bothering him, because he got, newly engaged and, he's doing his little thing and shit, and he's got his fight to prepare for in April. So, I try to leave people like
Gotta
that
make sure he
alone.
get out at a timely minute. He be like, "Nah, I know you got the kids and all of that, so I know I gotta."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And Steph Brown, he said he's all for it, man. Just
That's
just
what's up.
know,
That's what's up.
just know, man, that first of all, Charles Conwell's a cool dude. He's not gonna like go at you hard or nothing like that. He's gonna respect your opinion and all that. He did respect 503's opinion, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did. He
But
did. He did.
he's gonna give you the truth though.
Yeah,
You
he
know what
gonna
I'm saying?
give
He's
you the
not
truth,
gonna
and
sugarcoat it.
he'll get at you, but not like aggressively. Cause like he said, when he said he wanted one of them Texas dudes, that was
Mhm.
kind of a jab to 503, but it was funny because he's not really and like Kano said, he's not really talkative like that. But that day with when I was on here and when 503 was on here, he was talking a whole lot. That's why Connor was like, "This is the most I seen you talk." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So I think it just got to be the right situation. And you said Virgil Ortiz.
He wants
All
that.
right, just because Virgil got through a sick Madrimorph, yeah, I said it, and I know they're gonna be mad at me for saying it because he got through a sick Madrimorph. He can't do nothing with Charles Conwell. I think that fight is easier than the Xander Zayas fight. I think the
Mhm.
Xander fight is harder.
I think it's both are easy for him. But anyway, go ahead.
Now I'm just saying, I'm not saying it won't, but I'm just saying I feel like the Xander fight will be not as easy. Put it that way.
Let me
Can
tell
I
you something.
word
Let
it
me tell you
that
something,
way?
Steph Brown. Yeah, let me tell you something, Steph Brown. I was on a table full of big time people in Orlando for the Ammo Williams card, right? WBO president, trainers, boxers, people that you would dream to be able to speak with, right? But I was sitting in there casually because I know these motherfuckers, right? And when I mentioned Charles Conwell, they say, "Yo, that's a bad man. Don't none of them motherfuckers can fuck with him." 154, Xander, Virgil, But they've seen him. See, they're not naive like the most of the fans. They're in the game. They've seen him coming up through the amateur rankings and doing what he's doing now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shit, he fight Virgil, that motherfucker might get his second teardrop. Who? He might get his second kid. You know what I'm saying? You know what I
You
mean?
you heard what I told Junior. Junior said, "Come on, act reach." I
You know
said,
what I'm saying, bro? If you know what the teardrop is. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? That second teardrop gonna be coming. With all due respect.
yeah.
You know what
Word. Because yeah, that it's a serious matter. But I was just saying that's how serious Conwell is. He don't even know his own strength.
I mean? But yeah, man, he ain't turned down no man. He ain't turned down no fade, man. He ain't turned down, man. I ain't
Don't
turned
worry,
down.
you gonna see he's ranked. We did the rankings on my show. He's ranked number two in the WBO. He's ranked third right behind Xander in the WBC. It's crazy how him and Xander, when we went to these websites today and broke it down, how all the sanctioning bodies that Xander's ranked in, Charles Conwell is right there with him. Hey, you might be right, Conwell. That joint might be destiny, bro. It just might be destiny. That's crazy to me.
Look at me. Say, I know what that means. I know what that means. You better know what that means. Shit. But listen, Steph, I could bring you next week on the show, right? I could bring you if App wants, right? And we could talk about Xander like you want. The problem is you won't be arguing with me. You'll be arguing with him because I'm not that big on him either. Me and you will probably agree on that. Your argument will be with my homie over here next to me,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
with me.
Kano never, yeah, he never been. He supports Xander. That's his people's. You know what I'm saying? So he's never gonna fly off the grid with Xander completely. Put it this way: if Xander was dangling off a cliff, Connor would save him.
Oh, of course.
If him and Charles Conwell was dangling off a cliff, we gonna have to save Charles though.
Yeah. We just say
It's
the Charles.
messed up. It's messed up,
Yeah.
but
You
it
said
be
Charles
that
got
way
to say,
sometimes.
bro. Yeah. It just is what it is, bro. Sorry, man. Shit, Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Take a boxer by the toe. Take him to the highest building. Watch him scream and let him go. It'd be Xander that could be. I'd be letting go. It wouldn't be Charles. Oh,
You stupid. You stupid.
man. I'm sorry, bro, but hell, And listen, man. I'll pull for Xander with everybody against Charles, except for Charles. I'll pull for him if he fights Fundura. I'll pull for him if he fights Virgil. But if he faces Charles Conwell, mama, they go that man right there. I got to go with Charles. Bad news Conwell. Huh? Shit, mama ain't raised no fool, bro. If you know, you know. Conwell's a bad motherfucker, man. Conwell is a bad motherfucker, man. I mean, bro, you ain't got to take my word for it. But the motherfuckers that know. They know.
Like, yeah, man. I mean, I still like Xander. I gotta go with. I heard Keith gonna stop Conwell. I'm gonna see you wildin', Joe Townsend. You don't even believe that. That's why you laughing. That's gonna be like, remember what happened at the end of Carlito's Way? Remember with Pachanga, his man's when he did the Carlito? He said it be that way sometimes, Poppy. That's what's gonna end up happening.
That is a good fight right there. That's what it should be. You know
Yeah,
what
I agree.
I've been Ramos versus Saez. I would love to see that.
Yeah, Abel Ramos is a good fight. Yeah, you gotta. I won't mind talking to. Yeah, Kano. I know you still got. If you got contact still with him and stuff like that, I would love to see. I would
Yeah,
love to see
I
him.
called him after his fight to congratulate him, but I never asked him to come on.
Yeah,
You know how I am about
Now
that
I'm just
shit,
saying,
man.
if you know.
Yeah, but this is the house of Conwell. You damn right, Shawala. Shawala, y'all. Hold on. Let me put that up there. Let me walk away for a minute. Let me let that sit there for a
Yo,
minute.
I'm gonna keep it real. You ain't gonna hear no arguments when it come to me, Shawa, and Kano. When it come to Charles Conwell.
Yeah, let me let that sit on there, man. Because that's
Shoot, I was defending Charles Conwell by myself when my brothers attacked me. That's why when he got on here the next time, because 503 was on the panel with Kano first.
Whoa. What did I tell him?
And then the next time he said, no. He said, this is the dude. He said, this is the dude that was defending you. He's a fan of you. He said, oh.
Well, how did that happen, man? They was talking all that shit, and I was typing in the chat. I'm gonna have to call Conwell and bring him on. And what did I do? Call Conwell and bring him on. Come on, 503. Here go the link. I told you what I was gonna do. He right here. What we doing? I even waited till it was time at a good time where 503 was not working. He was off and available. I wanted to make sure he had his undivided attention. Are you hearing what I'm saying to you, man? Joe Townsend said, I'm just telling you what I heard from Red. One time is back. Yeah, one time going.
So I'm just telling you what you heard from Red. Anyway, we're not going to talk about Red. Red is out of his mind.
All right. So did I say 2 teardrops? That's the 3rd teardrop right there. They might love this shit, man. Bro, y'all trying to get to Keith Thurman will be the 3rd teardrop. Leave him alone.
Y'all crazy. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, man. Oh, Tellus and Iglesias are coming. Yeah, that's gonna make it interesting. I ain't gonna lie, shit. I can't even front. That's gonna make it interesting, man. But Tellus can't fuck with Conwell, man. Let me just tell you that right now.
Yeah, tell
Got
us is
any last
my
word,
guy,
bro?
but yeah, like I said, I look at Charles. I always looked at Charles Conwell up there. I looked at him always very high, hold him in high regard. So that's just me personally.
You know what Joe Townsend is on? Joe Townsend is on that
ice cream man.
He on that ice cream, bro. He on that ice cream, man. Keefe Pool. St. Petersburg, Keefe. Anyway, man, you got any last words, bro?
You said Xander can't mess with nobody. Simply put, he'll be Virgil. How about that? How about that, Mister Texas? He'll be
Oh
Virgil.
shit! Oh shit! Damn! What are y'all trying to do, bro? Y'all trying to end this live. Y'all keep talking bullshit.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I was look, man. Do what you got to do, Kano. I ain't gonna hold you up. The
Man,
fights
I
is getting
appreciate
ready to
everybody
start.
that tuned in. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. This always brought to you by CL Management, TV Tracksuits. Big shout out to the Mighty LDBC. True Spills, edition number 15. We the fuck up out of here.